Okay, now I've got some green lights. I just wanted to show y'all, this is the microphone set I got. I will leave a link for it down below in my description, I believe, of where you can find it. It's only about $24 when I got it a few weeks ago. So, and I've really appreciated it. It's got two mics. It's got two sets of these fluffy one covers, two sets of this one, and then of course you can use either A or B, and this just plugs into your phone. Hopefully I'm low enough that you can see me. But today we're going to do a little how-to, and hopefully with this on me you can actually hear what I'm doing or saying without the wind. I tend to get the wind mostly from that direction, and so I've chosen to park the car back far enough that it will block most of the wind as well. Well, hello, Cardinal. Good morning. I have the most beautiful cardinals here. Every time I see them, they make me think of a little house where I grew up. In fact, we actually called it the Little House. It was my Aunt Jessie and Uncle Elwood's house, and my Uncle El was the one who baptized me. But it was just a beautiful thought to think of that, which always made me think of Mama, because next door, my Uncle El's brother had a son, Barney, that we used to play with all the time. I used to tease him and call him Barney Fife Rubbleson, because, well, you know, Barney Fife, Barney Rubble, and Robinson. So that's how it went. Hopefully he forgave me. But at the time he used to chase me around with a golf club too. So, you know, turnabout's fair play. Honestly, I don't remember who started which first. But anyhow, I wanted to point this out to you. I also, being in that, thinking of the little house with the cardinals makes me think of my mom. She always loved the cardinals next door. They had a big pen. I think they call it an aviary. I'm not certain. How you pronounce it depends on where you're from. But anywho, the cardinals are beautiful, and they used to visit the tree outside of my sweetheart's room as I was taking care of him and assisting him home to Heavenly Father. So it automatically made me think of him as well. I love cardinals, and I have so many out here. It's beautiful. I love this property. And I even love that eagle up there. I'm sorry I can't show you, but it's soaring. Okay, let me move this out of the way. I think I arranged it so that you can see this. This is my porta-pot. A link will be down in the description. The nice thing about this porta-pot is, and when I have it outside, I tend to lift it all the way up. So, I mean, you can tell I still got dirt all over it from it being outside in the rain. But I'm now going to start getting used to having it in the car with me. So I'll lift it up, put it down. It can go down, like, it can really go down. That'll be almost flat if I get it right. There we go. It can go down to that. But I'll put the link for that in there too. In this case, I want it about this high because footstool slash thing that I can't remember the word for right now. Anyhow, I found this at the Goodwill. It was $5. Unfortunately, it wasn't the half price color that day. That day was blue. But anyhow, I'm going to set that there. And this sets up, has a little part to go on the bottom, a little board to make it stiff and stay put out. And then it has a lid. Now my plan is, if this top that they have on here, first off, I love white. It's beautiful and it's very comfortable. I made certain it would fit my 300 pounds. I sat there and moved around on it and everything else. The ideal is to be able to take the lid off at night, set it behind it, and then have my porta-pot sitting inside of it. So I'm going to kind of set that up. But I have to move this 40-pound bag of pellet bedding, which you will find at Target for like under $8. And you look in the horse department, they'll point you there pretty quick if you ask them. But for $8, I think I've got enough there for probably the whole 6 months I'll be out, from what I've been reading and watching videos on. So let me start by moving it out of the way. Oh, there. My bowl I'm going to need for scooping. My original idea was to get a bunch of these, only the ones that are twice the size, but Dollar Tree does not carry them where I am anymore. These were good and sturdy and the lid stayed put. The ones they currently carry, the lid pops off, and that's not going to do you any good because your stuff will get wet. So I'm going to set that out of the way. That's my oatmeal. Oh, come here, you. 40 pounds. Yay. These I got at Walmart. They're 3-gallon. Around $5. Okay. Get the thing. Stay there. Okay. Oh, I want to go up just a bit more because I want it to be up even. Come here, you. Behave. The only difficulty I have found with this at all is that sometimes it doesn't want to stay where you want it to stay. So, however, it is very sturdy. It will hold up to 400 pounds. There. Now you see that opens up, and I have a little seat there underneath. They also, I'll move that out a bit for now. They also come with these little bags. There's about 120 bags for, oh wow, for $10. So, and I go through one a day, maybe one every couple of days, because I do drink a lot of water. I do a lot of peeing. You know, it's just a fact of life. I tried to get these small ones here because I thought, oh, lemon scented, that would be nice. And they're 40 small, and I didn't want to have to order the bigger bags again. These do not fit. They're not quite round or big enough to fit there and stay in place every time you get your bum off. it all messes with it. So don't choose that for those. There are other uses for them. I'm sure I will get my use out of them and use them all. But I've seen people use 2, even 3 of these. It does not need it. I have filled this thing up to just enough that I can hold it at the top, filled with urine. So that's like a gallon. That's a good 8 pounds plus. And been able to lift it. It never leaked or anything. So I totally recommend these. They're well worth the money. All we do, need to set it out here to show you, huh? But all you do is you just set it in there. You put the seat back down, you know, and then you just lift off the top. Now, if you're moving down the road, here's another good thing to note. This has a latch right there, and this handle pulls out of the way. But you can go and take this latch, and even with your bag in place, of course now I can't because, you know, it will latch into place. Okay, then that goes back. It's not going to spill. You know, take your run to wherever you need to empty or whatever, and it's not going to spill. On top of that, with the pellets, it's basically going to be a solid by the time you're ready to empty. So yeah, that just opens up. I don't latch it. I put this handle in. It's the carry handle, and set that down. It also comes with a carry bag, but I have that somewhere in the car filled with something else. So just letting you know, it does come with a carry bag. So like if you need to hook the whole thing onto your backpack or whatever, you're set. Now let's put this back in here. And then that, just it there. Up, I didn't get it up high enough again. I moved it, didn't I? Did I do? Okay, there, I got it. Okay, now I'm going to leave that up so it's just easier. But then what I do is I can just leave that on there during the day. It doesn't look like it's a porta potty. I go climbing in and out of my vehicle. It doesn't look too bad, you know. So that's kind of nice. If that wool stuff that they've got covering it, fleece, whatever it is, it's not real. It's a blend of some sort. I can tell real by feel. But basically, the next step is to fill these. I thought 2 of these would be sufficient, and I still think that it will. I'm hoping. My plan is to use these. Well, hello, Kato. My cat just went running past. Might have seen a rabbit. She likes rabbits. But anyhow, just use these. And I thought of using Ziploc bags, but they don't conform to the space real well. So I think that these will be fine. I may not fill them as full, just so that I can tie them and keep them moisture free. And since I don't know about these bags, they do feel flimsier than the toilet bags. I'm going to double bag these because I would rather be safe than sorry. I mean, once these things get wet, they're of no real use. They turn to sawdust. So, and I don't want pine bedding that's growing. So, I wouldn't consider that a real lemony smell, but maybe a real soft lemon candy smell. And I'm hoping to just use this to get it to stay up well enough to fill. We'll see. According to this can, it should fit because the can is a 3-gallon and these bags are supposed to fit a 4-gallon. So then an intelligent person would have brought a knife or scissors. Mine is way back in there. I'm going to see if I can just rip the bag first. Yeah, we got this. It is a cooler day. It's only supposed to get up to 80 today, not, almost 100. So, and I'm just going to use my bowl. I mean, this is just pine shavings. There's nothing dirty about it. Easy enough to rinse out. And some wonderful wind today. This bowl will hold about a quart jar's worth. So I'm going to do basically a gallon's worth there, approximately. I am not measuring it out. Let's not be anal about pine bedding. And then these are also a whole lot cheaper than buying Ziploc bags. Price of Ziploc bags have really skyrocketed. Whether you get the generic brand or not, it's just rough. Now then, once I got this, I'm just going to slide it down there. You can see it doesn't take up a whole lot of space. But hopefully these 2 containers will be sufficient and I don't end up with an extra. If I do, I'll figure out something to do. I bought a couple of extra little Sterilite containers that I can use just in case. But the reason I chose this one in the size is because I can take this, and between my bed and the door is just this width. So I can put a couple of them in there if need be and keep them out of my way. So. Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God. Thank you for the wind, Lord. It's such a change from yesterday. Well, that's interesting. I got a little weird piece of plastic about the same size as the thing. It must be something about the protruder that pushes them out and compresses them. Extruder, protruder, I don't know. No important. No importante. My mom used to teach me to go real tight, push it through, but only part way. And I always forget this, so I'm teaching y'all. Maybe you'll remember. But that way, when you go to untie it, you just pull the loose end and pop. My mom had so many smart ideas. One of them she used to quote a lot was, poverty is the mother of invention. And she's so true. So very true. Now, since these already have a cover, I'm not going to have to, the bags are cover sufficient. I'm not going to have to do anything special to make a lid, though I may go ahead and just take one bag and set it over top, just so that if it should fall out when I open that door or something, it all stays put. Okay. Oh, sweaty hand, sweaty arm. Doesn't want them to to go down in there. There we go, one at a time, Herc. Come on, stay put. More. Okay. Hello, beautiful birds. Yeah, I just like that they stay put better when I do it the old way. Mama's ways work, and I know it does, but my way, it doesn't let air seep in. Let's try this one at a time, see if that works any better. Gives me a little bit more control. instead of having it stick to my sweaty arm. It says we're supposed to get some thunderstorms today. So far, all I've seen is little sprinkles. If y'all are up in the areas where they're supposed to get all sorts of weird storms today, up north, I'm praying for you. Okay. Sun's starting to come out. I should have worn my hat. And if I remain stubborn, I will get sunburned. So, hold on a moment, y'all. Rattle this for a second. Okay. Okay. That's better. At least I won't get sunburned on my face. I really love this size of the Sterilite containers. I mean, basically it's the size of the old style shoe boxes. Nowadays I don't know, some are big if they're like for boots or something, but the majority of them barely fit the shoes. So these come with a nice lid. Always get the lid, even though you not certain you're going to use it. You will. Okay. I'm going to fill this one up. In there, I have a small old style makeup case for, when you travel and stuff. Little old suitcase. This will fit perfectly on it, and then I can use out of it daily. And I'm told that it only takes, I have to let you know how well that works, but I was told that it only takes about a cup and a half every few days. So that was by a lady who would do 3 days at a time. It's getting hard to reach inside plastic. Roll it down a bit. I'm pretty sure that you can find either pine shavings, that kind of bedding for like gerbils and what have you, but price per poundage, This is so much cheaper. I mean, I went checking out pine shavings and stuff at Wally World, and this is just a whole lot easier. Okay, so this is my usage one. It will stay out on this side of the van. That other one is for spices, to corral them all together, because I'm just tired of having to search for them. You know, they seem to wander depending on how, you know, active I am. I also have a couple that are the next size up. Basically, they're twice this width and a little longer. They're very handy too, especially if you have things that are slightly longer. Like I'm gonna get one to do my kitchen equipment, in particularly my dishes and such. Okay, set you there. I think I'm gonna need just one more set here. Hey, quédate. Behave yourself. I went on my mission back when I was 21 to southern Texas, Spanish speaking, and of course in the mission center they taught us a more cultural Spanish, so people would always tell me, you sound like a professora. But I still have dreams. I mean, it's been, what, 40 years almost? And I still dream sometimes in Spanish. Usually that I can't remember the right words. Or I'm trying to translate for somebody else. But, oh, that's a good wind. Also, when it comes to talking to myself, weird little phrases like, quédate, or cuidado, or arcachofa, you know, just weird, odd things that I say, you know, just out of the blue, you know, kind of things. Those are usually in Spanish, because, well, in honest truth, first real words I learned in Spanish were cuss words and my numbers, because I lived in New Mexico for a time, and that's what the kids in school taught us. They thought it was funny. Well, we did too. Besides, we were of that age. We wanted to know the cuss words. I'll try not to use them on you here. I used to have a big slew that when I got really ticked off, I would use quite prevalent and quite well. Usually just to the air. But I'm learning that what we say, even in our random thoughts, matters. It goes out into the world and creates energy, and certain energies we really just don't want in our lives. So it took me a long time. In fact, one time I worked basically running a truck stop. I mean, I worked several times as waitresses at truck stops, but this one time, once I had become more enlightened, I worked at a truck stop and finally decided I had to quit, because the more I was around people that were cussing all the time, the more I was cussing, and I didn't want that atmosphere in my life, and so I had to quit and find another job. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's like not being around people that lead you into negativity all the time. Keeping uplifting music in your lives. Those sort of things. Which, as kids, we think, oh, that's no problem. I can listen to what I want, etc., etc. But those things get in your brain. You know? Okay. And that's it. I'm set. I just got to go around to the other side, put those in. I think it's good. Let me see if one of those will fit. I don't think it will matter, but just to find out, we'll take this one that's overfilled. I don't think that I could fit a third. Go away, ant. I don't think I could fit a third trash bin in the size of the door frame there, so I'm not even going to try that. Oh. And then, let's see, scooch it up to the rim. We'll do what we used to do as in the hotel business as maids. Grab that thing, cinch it up real close, and then tie a knot in it. The same as I did for the rest of the bag, only this is a lot smaller. Might be easier if I bring it over here closer to me. I don't know that this is really going to do much good. But it's not going to hurt it none to have that little extra protection. Yeah, see, it still goes down, but maybe it won't come off. We'll just see. And there we go. You have learned all about how to set up a toilet in your van, how to use your pellets. Basically, every time you take a tinkle, you do a sprinkle. That's it. I mean, you could decide, okay, I want to put in, like this one lady, a cup and a half, because she knows how much she urinates during the night, etc., etc. And then just put it in there, and then it would absorb as you went. I don't know that yet, so I just figured take a tinkle, add a sprinkle, and we'll see where that goes and if that's sufficient, and maybe eventually measure it out, but that's another time, not today. But God bless. Have a wonderful day, and I hope it's cooler, and I hope you find joy. Find joy in the little things. Take care, y'all. Okay, I wanted to show you guys what I used before I got the other. This is a mop bucket from Wally World. I don't know sizes or whatever. My bags do fit it, and you can tell I moved out the other for the night because I wanted to check this, because if you don't have funds, these were $2.50 a piece at Walmart, and I stacked two together because when I used the one, I felt like I was trying to hold myself up during the night, and that was very awkward. But with the two, I'm a 300-pound woman at the moment, and this worked really well. Okay, I had to do a little bit of that without my hands there because I'm trying to show you one-handed while I video this. But basically that's all there is to it. That same bag that I used on the other works on this just fine. It's the 8-gallon bag. And so if you have to make do, this will work. And in the morning I'll add on what it looks like once it's used, so you have an idea of how much the pellets work. Okay, just a quick tip. It does take more than what I've heard. So basically this is what it looks like, just a pee bucket at night for the whole night. And it took approximately a big handful for each time I got up to pee, which, you know, can be 4 or 5 times for me, depending on the day and how much I drink. Just so y'all know, so you can kind of budget out what you spent, etc. But yeah, that's just urine with the pellets in, fully absorbed. You can see there's not a whole lot of liquid there left. And that's kind of it. God bless. Okay, I just wanted to give you a heads up that if you use the mop or the mop bucket method for a potty seat, that you're going to want to get a pool noodle, cut it long enough so that it will fit the sides of your buckets, and then once you put the bag in, just kind of, how to explain this? Basically, take your length of pool noodle that's the size of the side of your bucket. You will need 2 of them, and then slice it down the middle on one side only, so that way you can take it and push it down over top of the bag, and that will create a means of holding the bag in place so that you're not lifting it up with your booty every time you're trying to get up in the middle of the night to take a pee. And it will also give you a little extra cushioning, and cushioning is a nice thing. We like cushioning. Yes, we do. But I thought I'd give you that idea. I've seen people use that when they do 5-gallon buckets, or even, I think the smallest I've seen them use is a 3-gallon bucket in their van. So, but you know, when it comes to large women, I kind of need it to go a little, it's not really wider, but it's more front to back. So the mop bucket really does work well. And I'm not afraid that I'm going to pee outside the bucket. Okay, just wanted to give you a heads up on that so you don't have the same problems that I had the last couple of nights trying it out again. And God bless. Whee! My hair is just flying everywhere this morning. I just remembered that I finally found out how to file for an Amazon Associate program, become a affiliate for the Amazon Affiliate program. And so you will now get to see, oh, this glare bugs me. I don't know about y'all, but it bugs me. So I'm taking it off. But basically, I am now an Amazon affiliate. I will post links on my description, so you would just, if you were interested in a link, all you have to do is click that more button when it gives the description of the video, and right on there will be links to the products that I talk about. And for the most part, what I like and don't like about them. So you'll have honest reviews because I just don't have time for dishonesty. So yeah, the fan will be on there. The bags will be on there. That little toilet. Now, if you want the mop buckets, you're just going to have to go to Walmart, because I don't have an affiliate with them. But, you know, I'm going to give you good ideas no matter which way you go. And I just wanted to let you know that. God bless y'all. Have a wonderful day. See you in the funny pages.